You're watching HJB Triple Threat Sports, the media empire. On this segment, I'm going to talk about why skateboarding is good today and why it has a good future. You see a lot of people my age or older that skateboard or used to skateboard reminisce a lot about their childhoods of skating and why their time was the best time. And it's hard not to do because people my age, you just saw the sport progress. I started in the late 80s and the 90s, and it just came to what it is today in a relatively short time with tack and flip tricks in the 90s. And I imagine people that skate in the 70s with that first wave to be able to see people, figure out how to carve up a pool must have been fascinating. But my time with started in '88. Tony Hawk, he had the sort of shade hit here and the flop of hair. The hairstyles called him Squib. It was very popular, and skateboarding kind of had the new wave punk rock feel to it, and it was kind of a uniform in the 80s, like bright colors, and to be a skater back then you had to look a certain way, you had to dress a certain way. In the 90s, it was a great time for tech skating, but we were so trendy back then. Everyone had to wear baggy pants, baggy shirts with loose shoelaces. So it was a great time for the progression, but it was kind of a narrow-minded time for skaters because you had to dress a certain way, act a certain way, and your whole life focus was skating. So I see with this generation of kids, skaters are not your clothes don't define you as a skater. Your skating does. So people can wear whatever they want. It doesn't seem to be as strict of a self-imposed uniform. And also with tricks, in the 90s everyone had to do a frontside kickflip. In 91 or fall 91 or winter 92, it was a season, it wasn't even a full year. Pressure flips were a trick that people were really popular or caught on. Then all of a sudden overnight you couldn't do them because it wasn't a cool trick to do. That's how trendy skaters in the 90s were. And now pools, people skate pools, transition, people have cruisers and just mostly cruise, or even longboards, it's a separate issue, I won't go into that, but people can kind of do whatever tricks they want. So that's good that that individuality is praising skateboarding. And two things I think need to happen for skateboarding to progress and get a larger part of the mainstream focus is more women need to skate because it's still male dominated. In Afghanistan there's a non-profit called Skateistan, and they teach kids, they give kids an education and they let them skate too, and half of their participants are women, are girls. So, and I think there's two things that skateboarding culture is not welcoming to women as much as it could be, and also the larger culture that parents would rather their girls do other sports. But that's changing and it's continuing to change, and I think it will change more where more women will skate in the future. Also, I think skateboarding needs a little trend with the kids and teens just to give it that push of more mainstream appeal, like a TV show or movie or I don't know, anything. But hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment in the message box, and we have 3 or 4 other segments on here for skateboarding and Triple Threat Sports. Cheers.